Do you regard yourself as being exactly the same as everyone else except in your private sex life?
Well, certainly, yes. I don't think there's a typical human being. Similarly, I don't think there's a typical lesbian. I wish to be judged as a human being, not as a lesbian. I don't think the fact of being homosexual should be allowed to rule one's life completely and be the dominating factor in everything one does. I think one should be a whole human being.
3 months ago, we devoted a This Week programme to male homosexuality. But by confining ourselves to men, we were dealing with only half the problem. The word homosexuality is formed from the Greek word homos, meaning the same, and it means to have sexual relationships with someone of the same sex as yourself. This exists among women just as among men. Women homosexuals are often known as lesbians, again from the Greek island of Lesbos, where in ancient times the great poetess Sappho and a number of other homosexual women were known to live. Tonight we're going to devote our programme to the other half of this subject, to female homosexuality, or lesbianism. In some ways this is a much easier subject for us to deal with, because whereas male homosexuality is a crime in Britain, female homosexuality is perfectly legal. Lesbians can be open about it. As we shall see, the great majority aren't, but a few are. For instance, this secretary from the North Midlands.
Well, it's really that I want to love and be loved by another woman.
How can you find such a woman?
Well, that's the difficulty. In a way, it means that I have to keep making friends with people, because I can't find out unless I make friends with them. And then, if they are lesbian, there's hope for me. But even then there isn't hope unless they happen to take to me.
Can you tell by looking at a woman whether she's lesbian or not?
Not at all.
You think that's a complete myth?
An absolute myth. Because I've been looking out hard enough.